Ditetsu Davo channel for YouTube.
Wait, hang on, me? Oh, really? Okay.
Bit of live Japan rail video. A moment ago there was a train that went through. Missed it though. And of course the Twilight Express. And Davo loves his Japanese rail stuff, so I'll introduce you guys out there to the Davo channel. Hey Davo!
Hello!
Hey Davo from Davo channel. This is his layout. Some of it on this side.
What's left of his layout?
This other half of his layout. Work in progress.
Oh boy, is it ever.
So how long is it taking to do this, Dave?
Surprisingly, alright, you're going to have to help me do some maths. Right?
Okay.
Let's say I started this whole thing in the Easter holidays.
So
When Easter Sunday and Monday and Good Friday and that were happening. So I would have purchased the boards then.
that would have been about April 2022.
Sounds about right, yeah.
April, May, June.
So surprisingly, this has only taken since April, May, and this is like the first week of June. So
But little on 2 months.
believe it. Yeah, like a month and a half, 2 months.
Okay.
Almost, I reckon. I don't really know, but it's been very quick and very sudden. And I haven't had much choice in that, because I was just like, well, I need something to do before we all get knackered with the illness. Which surprisingly also hasn't happened yet. So top tip, if you need someone to do ballasting for you, someone else. Never yourself. It's a bloody awful job, I hate it.
As most people there will be able to see, Kato Unitrack throughout.
Yep.
So
And then with Dave's scenery, that knackers a Unitrack, so you can clean it all out. Genius, it's good like that. Tell you what, Kev, I learnt on the being in the radio on Saturday. I tell you what I learnt then. It's so much easier to talk about it than doing it.
fair enough.
Definitely don't recommend doing it unless you have an experienced hand. So who do you use, Kev?
I usually try to do as much as I possibly can, and then if I don't know, I refer to someone else who does.
Or change project.
The track cleaning car seems to be finally working. Mowing the lawn as it goes.
Oh, which does need to happen. Oh, that doesn't sound good. That's a lot better than it was. So I'm happy with that. Cool. Alright, well that's a thing.
Yeah, on an estimate of size, how big is your layout, Dave?
Oh, right, each board is 2,400 mil.
So 2.4
Length.
metres.
There's 3 of them. So that's 2, 4,
So it's 2.4 by 2.4.
7.2. 7.2 metres long, technically, and then 1,200 wide. So
The room we're fitting it in is
slightly longer than a typical garage.
yeah.
Probably not much wider than a typical garage, one-car garage.
There you go.
Luckily, we don't have many cars. No, but the only difficulty was you wouldn't park a car in here because 1, it's carpet, and 2, we can't even open that door. So that's useful, isn't it? So imagine getting the boards in here in the first. Imagine getting the boards out. That I know. It's all right. We'll work it out. Well, we gave it a fair bit of stuff.
Yeah, let's have a quick sticky inside.
How good is that? I love vacuum cars.
Yep.
That'll be
In fact, you have enough crap out of it.
Yeah, and do you know what? This is how good to the environment we are. Let's just recycle that. Good, excellent. Oh, crap. Just covered all over everywhere. Oh. It's fine.
Geez.
It's
That's
fine.
right.
It's fine. Oh god. Everything's going well. There's a bush. Oh, I must have built that one pretty solidly. That didn't break at all. Oh, fun. I've got one of them. Might dig it out if it's nice and friendly.
Yep.
So Kev's round to have a play. It's the first time I've seen him since the last time he was round. Don't even remember what episode video that was, if there was even one. Honestly, I don't remember when you came round to Craigie. When was that?
Probably about a year and a half, 2 years ago, no doubt.
Really? Jeez.
Wasn't it just after I got hurt?
Oh, so it would have been about a year ago or so.
Oh,
Just the day I got hurt.
oh, so nearly a year ago.
Yeah, rightio. There you go. So, since then we've moved and I've built this.
Awesome.
Mainly because I had all the tracks sitting around
Doing bugger all.
doing bugger all, and it's an expensive. It's not expensive having it sit around, but it's certainly expensive in the fact that I've already purchased it and I'm not bloody using it.
Yep.
So
I helped.
she helped.
Hello.
Oh, and Des helped too with because there's been some cutting and sorting out over there to get it around the pillar on that side. So
Yep.
because as you can see, this was the side I did, and laziness.
I helped in that back corner.
In the back corner.
Yes,
Yeah.
because that's hard to get.
I
in and
can
out.
fit up there.
Aha.
Only just. But yes, it was a difficulty, so I'm glad we're getting there.
Ooh, you should have a look at the poster that he got given for his birthday.
Oh yeah, come up this way. This is something Shirley got.
Mummy got.
Oh, well, both of them got. Okay, it's not just an explosion of lines, alright?
Yep.
It's Tokyo. That's the railways of Tokyo. Can you believe that?
My goodness.
Oh yeah, it is literally monumentally mental.
And this one's the British Rail one by the looks of it.
A lot simpler.
A lot simpler. Now let's just confirm for my viewers. British Rail Passenger Network 8182.
Close enough. But I mean, in terms of close enough to me being born, I guess, so wouldn't have changed much since then, except they've added some stuff instead of closing it for a change. So that's cool. Yeah. Other than that, the map's about the same. The things that were up there are the same as before. But that was one Shelley and ever got, so that's kind of cool. And one day I'll actually get around to reading it, so I know where the hell I'm going.
We even got it laminated for him.
Oh,
well,
yes,
you got it laminated,
I got it
yeah.
laminated, and laminating's great because it's a pretty cheap way of getting it.
With the
Blacked, yeah, well, it'll last forever and a day now.
Mm.
Other than that, I suppose we better talk about the layout though, eh?
Yep.
What would you like to know?
Well, looking down here, you're crossing over, or you're siding. That's the tramway stuff, is it, for the trams, or?
Yeah, we basically had some tramway stuff, so I thought I'll utilise it here, because what I was originally going to do was I'm going to try and raise this up so it's a bit like roadway for things, etc. And this was all going to be the same, but I thought, no, I'll put some ballast down because I want to keep it simple and the like. It's basically just going to be somewhere for the goods wagons to park, like things like this, to load, unload, maybe load, unload, but maybe just storage or something. It'd be good for the cement trains because that's cement bags. So I've got all these to put down. These are interesting. Have you seen these ones before? Oh, I see you're getting yourself acquainted to the ones over there.
Yes.
That's okay. Yes, it's a bit tight here. But these ones are a bit more detailed. surprisingly enough, I saw these at Hobby Tech, and these are the ones with the weights and the what do you call them, the gantry type.
Expansion weights.
Yeah, these are the basic ones. Oh yeah, I wonder what ones look better. What do you reckon?
It's hard to say.
It's hard to say, isn't it? Yeah, I guess we'll never know.
Once they're put in place and positioned, you'll be right.
They'll look great on here. I mean, because basically my plan is to do the 4 main lines with those, and then some of this here as well. Not all of it, because even on my other layout it wasn't all done. But the 4 main lines will definitely get done, as you can imagine.
This station you've got over here, Dave, is it actually based on anywhere in particular?
No, not really. Now, a lot unlike last time, the last one was a very much, here's a map, I want to try and get as close to that map as possible. With this one, because I had a bit more free reign to do as I please, I did as I pleased. So I didn't really do much more than that. Basically, this was an experiment to see how long I could get away with as a train station, and what I realised, even with this amount of space, the train station itself couldn't be huge, which is a pain because I've only used half the station platforms that I have. I could have had 8 tracks worth, double in length I think was how it worked. But because of the nature of the boards now, I've done it as a U shape instead. This was actually supposed to have a 4th board down to do a circle loop, but that hasn't happened because space constraints.
And there's this building in the background here, which is this one?
Oh, that's a I believe it's a Tomitech temple. I think it's Tomitech. I'm not quite sure. But it's an impressive building, isn't it? That basically came as part of a deceased estate from last year. It came with a bunch of other buildings, a lot of track and quite a few railway wagons as well, and locos. It was a pretty impressive deal for what I paid for it.
Yeah.
Because it turned out I paid $1,000 for the whole lot, and it turned out it was about $7,000 worth of stuff. So I felt bad for the guy. I sort of diddled him a bit, but it was a case of look, it wasn't going to sell otherwise, and it was going to a good home. Alright, it was going to my home, but it was, you know what I mean, it was going somewhere that's going to be used. And, yeah.
So all your buildings up here are going to be put in position eventually, of course.
Oh yeah, that's not town planning 101 over there, let's be honest.
Yeah.
That's just been put down out of the way so I can get some stuff down and get some more scenery done, because I still have a lot to do.
Oh, well and truly. But model railway is a lifetime project when you think about
Please
it.
don't say that. Don't want
Well, as you know,
time.
a model railway is never complete. And every time you think it's complete, there's a bit more to add, or a bit more to take off, or a bit more to change.
Stop inviting you round. You're right. I don't like you being right. Stop being right.
I'm only going by my own experiences and that of everyone else that I've known.
Oh yeah, and yeah, that's why they're all grumpy sods, aren't they? They're not happy chaps. Yes, so obviously one side's going to be my town. This is going to be my grassland / depot side. Wagon storage there, and behind, and basically what's going to happen is you see the angle brackets, the very, very lovingly placed angle brackets.
Yep, there's one there.
Yeah, so that's got the. I've already started getting the boards up to see what that's going to be like. They're going to come all the way down to here, pretty much, and then cover it from there back, because this is going to be hidden. You're probably going, that's a bit weird. I don't know what you think of that, but it's certainly a bit of a weird strategy on my part. But there's a method there, because at least I've got some hidden storage there and a hidden storage on that side as well.
Yep.
So I'm going to hide that. Otherwise it's too busy. The only problem with that is it hides a rather nice bridge. But that's okay, I'll cope with that. I've got plenty of other nice bridges to use. And if you think that's all that's going to happen here, then actually there will be a point where I'm just going to get smaller boards and use more track and more scenery stuff, because I've got lots still to use. We'll just have some diorama stuff maybe. That's the plan.
Oh well.
But if anyone knows where I can get static grass from, that's not a dead colour, let me know. Because it's all dead.
The loco I purchased yesterday, second hand, the German 4614, the Fleischmann loco.
I've not ruined everything here. Burning motory goodness. Don't know. It's what motors usually smell like. No, imagine not. Oh yeah. Keep your fluids up then. Oh, don't film there! Oh, for God's sake. Really? Oh, bloody hell. That's what 70s television trick there.
Yeah.
I've noticed your lights are wired backwards.
Ah, no doubt.
Probably the only difficulty with that, yeah. I did that, don't worry. It's very cool. It's not hot at all, so that's a good sign, isn't it? Bloody hell, how many traction tyres has it got?
3, I think.
2.
2.
Bloody hell, all on one side, which is really useful.
Isn't it? I bought the
So
second.
I bet it picks up really well on one side and not very well at all on the other. That's brilliant. That's a good idea.
Oh, when I bought that yesterday, I thought, oh, I don't know if it actually runs or not. We'll give it a shot.
Sorry, it has picked up a little bit of the old
Scenery material.
scenic fauna.
That's right. I'm gonna give that.
It's not too bad actually.
I'll give that full service.
That's a shame. It's a really good loco, as it is, you know. Except for the fact the roof falls off and.
Yeah. That's something I'll fix out in good time.
I think you'd suit German railways. Never know. Could be an interesting side gig.
Yeah, some Durchbahn.
Yeah, I would like to do some of that. Whatever you said.
Some Durchbahn.
Deutschbahn, why not? Or earlier systems.
Yeah.
There's lots of very exciting, interesting railways in Europe. I would love to do the Czech one with me mate. My mate does Czech HO, which means
Big dollars.
frightening money. I don't know how the heck he works in the same company as me, but bloody hell, he must have no money whatsoever when it's payday. It's like, right,
Well,
4 of them please, and then that's the end of it. I suppose the good thing about this loco is it's getting all the ballast out from all the rails, so
yeah.
beautiful. Oh my god, where are we going now?
Something I haven't ran this particular loco certainly in 20 years. Most still actually runs.
I'm getting compensation for running that round, am I? Bloody ugly.
It's like a special on re-entry, typical Varkman.
I mean, look at it. It looks like it's on fire now.
Only an F7A unit.
Oh my god, look at it go!
Well, it's kicked in turbo thrust.
That's General Motors for you. Kev doesn't like to admit that, but...
Gonna take off like a scalded cat.
Yeah, not wrong. Alright, we'll do that with what we did before. Yeah, not hot at all, that's pretty good. Yeah, I think you've done alright there. Place your bets when the gear will split.
Going very forward at rocket pace.
Yeah, we shall slow that down a bit, eh?
Just a little.
Tell you what, considering how fast that thing's going, that's not bad.
Wait. My camera position. Sorry people.
You okay there?
Oh, every time I laugh I shake the camera.
Oh jeez. Oh, don't do this to me now. Oh, it's fell off.
Is it still going?
It's still going, but it's fell off the track.
Oh!
It's got to the wide bit.
One good thing about Tomix, Kato, and likewise, all this stuff just runs for ages. Reliable.
Yeah. Never had an issue.
The same, this one also has never run for about 20 odd bloody years. It's not too bad.
Oh. Here's one for you. From a conundrum.
What's that?
Well,
There's,
I've got a Hornby train, right?
yep.
It's 10 years old. 2012.
Right.
I went to sell it the other day and I got the feedback that the magnets had gone weak.
Yep. I've heard that sort of thing.
Yeah. Do you think that's a likely outcome for a train so new?
No.
Not likely?
Here's another loco that I haven't ran in a long time. Barkman Spectrum 482 mountain type. Let's see how it runs. If at all. Yep, she runs. Oh, looks like she's
Hit the dead spot. That's okay.
sped her up a bit. How will it go? Will it take the speed hump?
Yeah, it's alright. Point taken. I'll get rid of it the next time.
Ah, it's alright for
Maybe.
rail cars and stuff, but long wheelbase locos? Oh, she went over the speed hump.
You should have seen the horrificness that it was before. Those points used to be on a curve.
Oh, great.
So guess what policy had to get changed? It's not good. That fell off.
That's alright. That's alright.
Yeah, I don't want to say anything libelous. Who would I be saying anything libelous about? Tune in next week.
Oh, that's great to see the Lifelike SW9 1200 run. Basically, when you dig through your workshop and you find boxes, you think, oh, I've still got all this crap. I thought I lost it all.
Yeah, I wish I would find stuff that I've lost.
I know some stuff that's taken from out of my workshop which I'll never find again.
Tune into a few episodes ago where we probably detailed that.
Yeah.
Well, we'll probably never see any of that again.
No.
What's done is done. I'm sure there'll be repercussions.
Oh yeah.
But we'll not go into that right now.
And the particular person who stole my crap has stolen from bikes and broken into a police station. I think, you know, somebody's going to beat the shit out of him eventually.
Oh good, I'm glad this is on my episode.
Oh yeah.
Thanks. I was kind of hoping we get through a clean episode without that one.
Yeah.
Oh no, well never mind.
But I can't name names. I can, but I'm not allowed to.
No. That's a lovely face.
Looks better in the dark.
Oh jeez.
Thanks folks for being with us today at Davo's place and Davo's layout. As you can see, it is a work in progress. He's got 4 main lines going around his layout. So yeah.
Of which you saw a grand total of 1 going. But oh well.
Well, it is work in progress, as we say, and if you keep an eye on Davo's channel on YouTube, you'll see more progress. Catch ya.